Right, so like, tell me about yourself and your business.
No problem. My name's Simon Steele. I'm the CEO and founder of Belfast-based technology company ULNK. ULNK delivers interactive in-stadium experiences for sports fans at live events. Our technology is set up the platform so it's not just restricted to one sports. So we're in football, rugby, cricket, and we're moving into combat sports as we speak. In essence, ULNK delivers an interactive experience to football fans, to cricket fans, whilst they're at the event. So, for instance, we have our Man of the Match feature, which means that not only do you go to the event and just watch what's going on and sort of be a spectator, we actually make you involved in the different processes through the game. We believe it delivers fans experiences that they've never had before. Yeah, well, for myself, the reason why we started ULNK was, in essence, I'm a massive sports fan and I love technology. So the combination of the two sort of came hand in hand.
And how long have you been in business for, Simon?
So Peter, we've only been going for 18 months. As you can imagine, with technology, the first 10 months was spent proving the concept. So we went to a sports club with the concept, which was a Glentoran Football Club. We broke it down to how it would impact on the fans and how they interact on match days and what it can deliver to the club and its supporters. They were really receptive. We're really massively grateful for Glentoran for giving us the opportunity, because they are one of the biggest football clubs in the country. They have a massive fan base who are massively passionate about their team and have really taken us on board in a really great way. From the very beginning, they've been really receptive to the technology, and the feedback that we've got from the Glentoran faithful has been magnificent. So that's helped us kick on and grow and develop as we have so far. Yeah, that's the genesis of ULNK. Since then, we've moved on to multiple different stadiums. We've upgraded our services. We took on a business partner funding. So now we're a fully fledged technology company with a platform built on the blockchain, allowing it flexibility so we can completely adapt. We're not a rigid company. Every sort of opportunity that we have to improve the service, we've taken it and we're going to continue on. I think the best aspect about it is we have like a really good following on social media, on Instagram and stuff. So we've tried to make it a community where we ask for feedback. So how can the experience on match day be better? What are the different facets of society that people want integrated into sports? And we've really taken it on board. We've had a lot of firsts. So we held the first ever live Man of the Match vote in an Irish League stadium. We're the first company to ever give mental health help to people in a football ground. Every single person who scans their seat has all contacts to any mental health help in the arena. And we also work with the PSNI to stamp out racism, homophobia within the live sport, because people can actually report hate crimes live. So that was a first again on the island of Ireland. And so another asset was we created the very first NFT sports gallery. So we did it. We have it. It'll be launching soon. It's Northern Ireland legends depicted with our NFT artist fan art, and it's the first ever digital gallery that'll be available on the island of Ireland. So we're really excited about that. We've added a video game to our product list, meaning that local fans can actually play against their local team, which is a first. And yeah, we're most recently have made a live scorecard for combat sports, meaning that fight fans can interact with the fights and score the scorecard themselves, and then they can see who everybody else in the arena, who everybody else at home believe won the fight, which again is a first. So we're in the short period of time that we've been around, we've achieved a lot, and we're massively thankful to the clubs, the arenas, the organizations, and most of all, the people who use our technology for backing us.
Fantastic. It sounds like a really exciting concept. So whenever you were growing up, is this what you envisaged doing?
Well, Peter, I grew up in a sporting family, so I always imagined myself being in and around a sporting environment. So I think if you had asked an 8-year-old Simon Steele would he be involved in technology, I'm not 100% sure. I think that's obviously in today's generation, mobile phones and internet and graphic design and all that good stuff is pretty much standard for kids coming out of school. But I was still a pre-mobile phone type era. So I don't think I would have believed you there. But in regards to sports, I was always massively passionate about sports. So I was always 100% sure that I would be in some sort of sporting environment that I would be working. So yeah.
Okay, and tell me who would be your customer?
Well, our ideal customer is really we're like the biggest sporting events possible. So our ideal customer, for instance, would be a World Cup final at Wembley Stadium with sold out arena, with everybody interacting with the technology, everybody taking part in our features, everybody being involved. With ULNK technology, I think that's the main asset that we have, where we involve everybody. You're involved in the live experience, and I think that's the main part, and that's the bit that I'm most passionate about. The fact that we can involve everybody. It's straight from your 5-year-old child with his dad's mobile phone up to the elderly man who's using the hand-me-down from his daughter in the stadium. They could all be involved in firsts, and I think that's just amazing. And as a sports fan and as a lover of humanity, I think that's the best thing possible.
I'm a sports fan, so you're getting me excited about it, just talking about it here. So like, what would you say is the biggest learning that you've had since becoming a business owner?
Well, this is not the sound. This is a cliche, but your network is your net worth. So the biggest learning curve that I've ever had is just it was surrounding. I need the need to surround yourself with like-minded people, because people set limits on themselves, and especially within technology, sometimes the people closest to you might not have the creativity or the mental fortitude in order to think bigger, think how it can be better. So the best years with thinkers and with creative people, because that's where we've had the most success with our tech, and that's where we've had basically it's give a whole new purpose, hanging about with people who anything is possible. The sky's the limit. What we have right now can be improved all the time, and that's by far the biggest learning curve.
All right, and what's the biggest challenge that you face today as a business owner?
Well, as with disruptive technology, again, there's always going to be people who just like things the way they are. You know, who I mean, I'm not having a go with like sports organisations within Northern Ireland, but generally the management or the presidents are quite are in a different age category to the younger guys who would be going to the game themselves. So the biggest difficulty is actually been just trying to show value, really. Pass it across. It's been difficult at times to talk about scanning your mobile telephone on a seat to an older guy who perhaps doesn't even have a mobile phone, or perhaps has never really had experiences with that there. So really that's been the most difficult experiences that I would still come into contact with on the day-to-day.
Okay, what would you say is the most inspiring thing to you today? What inspires you the most today?
Opportunity to change how people interact. It doesn't even have to be in sports, just the opportunity to change the world and how people go about it at live sporting events. Everybody can be involved with our technology. It's not, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to be of a certain class. It's for everybody. If you have a mobile phone, it's there. It's for everybody to take part, and everybody is sort of working. The end result is always a collective, democratic way of doing things, as opposed to just being one man saying this is the way it is. It's like, well, this is what everybody in the arena, this is what everybody at home thinks. And I think that's pretty wonderful.
So sound good advice, good advice. And what, speaking of advice, you know, what would you, if it were possible, what advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Just believe in yourself. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong. Whenever I was younger, I perhaps tried to conform to what my parents wanted me to do, which was, you know, get a job, get a steady job, and get a mortgage, and do the standard things that their parents before them told them to do. But just be bold, trust your instincts, and anything that's not meant for you is leading to something better. Because the older I've got, it turns out all the stuff that I've been rejected for was really for something better, which is, if you're able to tell your 18-year-old self that there, I don't know what you were like, Peter, at 18, you kind of take the rejections a wee bit tougher. And I know lose the ego would probably be another one.
All right.
Ego is your enemy. Take on board, surround yourself with people that know more than you, and just back yourself, really.
Fantastic. That sounds great. And are there, for the newsletter perspective, is there any offers or anything that you would like to reach out to people for ULNK, you'd like us to share?
Well, I mean, for anybody within the local area who's involved in supporting organisations, or again, we have it transfers magnificently to sort of any sort of social clubs or anywhere where people join to socialise. If they want to reach out, we would be able to work on a sort of community discount for them guys, and try and sort of upgrade what they currently have, going for within the institutions. But yeah, we started in Northern Ireland. We moved on to the mainland. We have opportunities in Sweden, Dubai, and America. The opportunity to try and modernise Northern Ireland society within sports, and hopefully elsewhere, would be amazing. And any help that we can give different organisations, or it would be magnificent.
Fantastic. Like Simon Steele from ULNK, thanks very much. Great job.